Welcome back to Regen Rovers. Today it is episode 70. We're definitely in a relegation scrap, I'm afraid. "25 games into the season and we're currently 5 points above the relegation zone. There's still a little bit of a buffer, and we do have a much better goal difference than the likes of Cambridge United who are currently there and Ebbsfleet. But it's not ideal. I was hoping for a point per game. We've dropped below that for the time being. However, if we win today, we'll have 26 points from 26 games. Now I'm going to be showing you 3 matches today. Firstly, we're going to be taking on Blackpool at Plumbing Park. We've then got Leyton Orient, who... I can look on these buttons on my keyboard and it just opens up a random screen. Leyton Orient 17th. Now these are 2 games we need to be picking up points in because they're mid-table teams. Leyton Orient towards the bottom with us. And if we fail to get any goals, or if we fail to win in those 2 games, we should at least beat Moneyfields in the Hampshire Senior Cup, and that's my reasoning for showing this game, just in case we fail in the first 2. I know I've said I don't really care about the Hampshire Senior Cup, but I know there's lots of you that love our rolled players, our reserve players, the likes of Morgan Fawkes. He'll probably be on the bench, to be honest, because I'll probably play Paul McCann and a go up front. But Ray Rigg, Sean Walker, you guys, some of you will want to see those players take part in this competition, so it makes sense to show that game. It is it the quarter-final? Yep, quarter-final stage. So first up, Blackpool, but in fact I need to show you the goals from the last few games, don't I? So we've played quite a few games. This was our only league win though in the last few games. A 2-1 win against Burton, really good result. Defensively, fantastic from Assini. Look at all the key passes, and he got an assist. Okoro and Hancock played well as well. Mark Ball scored again, and it was from a free kick this time. The keeper, I've noticed free kicks straight at the keeper, they just seem to be palming them into the back of the net, including Okoro. The update has definitely had an impact on Okoro. He's pulling off great saves still. He's saving penalties, but there's been the odd sort of long shot or corner free kick that he just sort of goes through his hands. They just flop back, and it's not actually a mistake. It just looks bad on the 3D graphical representation of what the match engine is doing. So it doesn't look good, but it's not actually a mistake, fortunately. Anyway, I'm rambling. We got the winner. This was our second goal of the game. They did get a goal back, but this made it a bit more comfortable for us. We didn't actually create anything in this game. We had 5 shots, 0 clear cut chances, 0 half chances. We got a bit lucky in this game, to be fair. Brazil heading that home. That is a very weird... What was he doing? Is standing up like a soldier. Unfortunately, we were thrashed by a strong Exeter team, but another goal where Okoro plays it out from the back. We did go for the long old punt down the wing with Hancock, but what a brilliant burst of pace. Unfortunately, that was right at the start of this game, and after that we were disappointing and they got 4 goals. Great comeback against Basingstoke, a team we really should be beating. This was in the Hampshire Senior Cup. I put out a weaker team, as you can see there, but our captain Higgins, heavily involved. They actually went 2-0 up after Sean Walker got sent off in this game, but somehow we turned it around despite being down to 10 men. Of course, looking at the statistics, they had a lot more shots because we were down to 10 men, but created similar number of chances. This was nice, patient build-up play from us. We're doing this more now with this tactic, which is nice. We're getting used to this style of play. Norman has actually scored a couple goals lately, but this was the goal that got us back into it. Once again, a free kick that the keeper should, looking at it, should be saving. 1-0 defeat against Salford. Parimal sent off. Unfortunately, 2 yellow cards. We lost 3-1 against Chester. Godwin scored, I think it was a good goal off the top of my head. I think so. We'll have a look. But yeah, Okoro 7.1 despite conceding 3 goals. So he is still pulling off great performances for us. Yes, it was a good goal. Look at this. Goal of the season contender. Left foot drive from Raphael Godwin. Haven't seen that for a while. Since the playoff final, in fact. What was next? 0-0 draw against Crawley. Boring result, but solid at the back. We need to grind out these results, don't we? Especially away from home. And then a 1-1 draw against Billericay, who we lost earlier on in the season against. So not a bad result at all. Kind of disappointing we couldn't hold on to a 1-0 lead. Ken Norman with the goal. And Agu with the assist. Look at that. Great counter-attack. And we got so many men forward. Only 4 shots in this game, but we got the point. So we're just chugging along. Just about keeping our head above the water. We lost against Blackpool earlier on in the season. They are the favourites, but their form's been kind of average lately. We haven't won for a while, and this is the team I'm going to be putting out. So I've been playing Kevin Casey as the defensive midfielder. It's kind of working. So we've got Matthew Avison and David Roberts, our defender on loan, playing at the back at centre-back. I might need to have a look at maybe trying to improve the team in January, getting some better loan players in. I'll have a scout of the market, see who's available. Now Sampson's going to have to play at left back. We only played our last game 2 days ago. So that's why I've got some tired legs. I actually rested quite a few players against Billericay, so I was surprised we got a draw because I wasn't playing Mark Hole or Mark Ball. He came off the bench, I think. It does mean we've got a couple of tired players. I'm going to stick with Avison and Gusawusu on 84%. Yeah, Sini's dead. Burrows is injured, so Sampson is going to be playing left back. Long old journey for Blackpool down to Plumbing Park in Winchester today. Hopefully that long journey will be detrimental to their performance. Here we are at Plumbing Park then. I've made a few tactical tweaks, by the way, over the last couple of games, which has made us more solid at the back. Quite boring, but that's okay. We kind of need to be a bit boring this season, I think. Their top goal scorer up front is Rob Clarence. They've got someone called John Lewis on the right-hand side, which is great. He's actually a right back, but he's playing on the right wing today. We've got to that point, like I've said previously, that there's lots of regens in opposition teams. Let's avenge what happened last time. The tactical tweaks I've made, we've gone cautious. I've told the players to dribble less. You know, think about passing. But I have turned the play out of defence thing off. Because although we've scored a couple of goals, we've also made a couple of really awful mistakes. I'm not sure our players are up for that, but I don't know. I'm deliberating. I'm trying to just make us a hard-to-beat team. That's what we need to be. If we're a team that concedes loads of goals and we're relying on our strikers, then it's not ideal. I know we've got great strikers, but we've been missing clear-cut chances this season. Even though Mark Ball has scored loads and is one of the top goal scorers in this division, we're still missing key opportunities, which we didn't really used to do. This is nice and boring. Nothing going on. Not good for you watching, sorry, but we've got to grind out these results. Cambridge winning, that's bad news for us. Here we go though, highlight. Sampson, throw into Norman. That is terrible. Why can't you... Bloody hell! Casey! But Norman with a terrible pass, but Casey was just so slow, but he's won the ball back, thankfully. That was just the slowest man I've ever seen. Anyway, here we go. We can build. Owusu knocks it over the top for Hole, who... Oh, no, it's tackled. I was hoping for a penalty then. But no, wasn't meant to be. Here come Blackpool. John Lewis. Oh, Norman. Good stuff, Norman. Here we go. This is a nice play. Brazil coming deep to collect the ball. Owusu. Great ball to Sampson. Sampson cuts it into Hole. Hole. Sampson. Mark Ball. No. Norman. Owusu hit it. Owusu. Oh, yes. Great striking off the crossbar. Second goal of the season for Gus Owusu. Another goal of the season contender, I think. I need to note that down. Although, let's have a look at this again. Did the keeper knock it in? It's not going down as an own goal, though, so I presume it must have crossed the line after hitting the crossbar. Boom. See, it bounced off the line, but I don't think it touched the keeper. I think it just bounced and hit a bobble and then bounced into the net. Bounce, bounce, bounce. How many times can I use the word bounce? Oh, we needed a wonder goal in this game, didn't we? Please, keep it up. Owusu is dead. Yeah, he's playing Carolero. I've gone with a Carolero and a box-to-box midfielder. Then we've just got Casey sitting there. Brazil, as an advanced playmaker, although he's in that position, he drops back because he's on the support role. So we've seen him dropping back a lot. I don't know if we need him on the attack role to just create a link between the midfielder and the attack. But then with Norman playing as the box-to-box midfielder, he should be creating a link. And the Carolero kind of does... Caroleros, I think, create a link between the defence midfield and the attacking midfield. This is nice and boring, isn't it? Lovely stuff. We might as well time waste a bit. We've got some tired legs, so I will make changes. We're going to bring Raphael Godwin on for Owusu. Fantastic goal from him, but he's knackered. Matthew Avison's tired. Do we take him off for Paul Williams? Avison's only on a 6.6, but I don't think I trust Paul Williams, so we'll keep him on for the time being. Fresh legs up front. We're going to bring on Elliot Avison. God, this would be a massive win if we can hold on. We're going to bring on Perry Miles. We're going to play him as a regular central midfielder. Or maybe a ball in a midfielder. Let's do that. Defensive ball in a midfielder. Just sit back. Turn down the tempo. We've made it boring. But here's a highlight. Hancock into Casey. Back to Hancock. Yep, that's good time wasting. Knocks it long, but gives the ball away. Here's Mark Ball, though. Come on, work your magic. That's a great ball to Elliot Avison. And now Mark Ball in the middle to finish it. Yes, yes. Ah, yes, this is such a massive result for us. This is huge. We've made us hard to beat. We've not conceded a single clear or half chance. What a ball from Mark Ball. Avison crossed it in. That is a great cross. And at the second attempt, it was a great first save from the keeper, to be fair. Oh, this is good. Look at our defensive ratings. 3 minutes of injury time. Even if they score now, surely we've done enough as that's fired over the bar. Headed away quite easily, but hopefully Perry Miles in the middle can win it back for us. Or maybe Brazil who's getting back. Sampson steps in. Sampson's done quite well, I think, today. Perry Miles. Maybe we should promote him back to the first team. Casey. That's a bit of a pointless ball from Casey. If you're going to smash it long and smash it out the ground. Smash it into the South Downs. Here's Potter coming forwards. Crossing it in. They've got a goal back. It's the only half chance we've conceded and they've been clinical. Can we hold on? Alright, well, I haven't had the time to go very defensive, but I think we've done enough. This should be the final whistle. There we go. What a win. What a win. Unfortunately, conceding that goal has had an impact on our ratings. And Sampson, who I'd just been saying had a good game, was kind of at fault for that goal because you can see his rating went down because he wasn't marking the right winger. One slip up from him in the 91st minute. I think overall did quite well. 18th in the table, 26 points from 26 games. That's nice. And we're now 8 points above the drop zone. We're definitely not out of it. But we're starting to improve. You know, the last 3 games were unbeaten. Blimey, what has happened to the finances? We were on like minus 200,000. It's suddenly gone down to minus 436,000. What has happened? Oh dear. We're going to have to be bailed out by someone, surely. Transfer window has opened and David Roberts has just got injured for 3 to 5 weeks. Some good news is contracts are being signed. Ben Ball, a young fullback, signed his first professional contract. Koro has extended his deal for another year. He's only on rotation basis. He's our first choice goalkeeper. He's happy to be rotation. He's also stayed on the same amount of money as he was when he was a part-time player. A lot of the players are after less money. I think Godwin has asked for a pay decrease, which is really strange behaviour. I think Mark Cole as well. There's a few players that have just said, I don't need as much money. Good on them. Mark Cole, yep, £500 a week. He was on 600, I think. He's gone down. Godwin's gone down by about 50 quid a week. Saving money. We need to. This is the chap I tried to get on loan earlier in the season. He's gone to Wickham, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I've remembered. He decided to go to Wickham in the National League instead of us in League 2. Disgraceful. Luke Mooney agreed a new deal. He has gone up by 30 quid a week. I know he's not done amazingly well. He's only scored 3 goals for us since returning to the club. But I want to give him another year. Give him another chance. Big game then. 15th versus 18th. We're going up to London to take on Leyton Orient, who will be the favourites, of course. We actually beat them, though, earlier in the season. Unbeaten in 3 games as well. David Roberts will have to come out the team. I will play Paul Williams, and Assini's going to come in for Sampson. Just that one mistake right at the end of that half, at the end of the second half. But I think the rest of the team, we've got to keep the same. This is the journey that Chef took to take us to Leyton Orient FC. Then 3 alternative ways decided to go down the M11 route to the Leyton Orient Stadium today. Did just notice Brazil's quite tired, but we've kept them in there for this big game. Top goal scorer up front for Leyton Orient is Mitchell Candling. 9 goals this season. It's remarkable that we've got Mark Ball. If we didn't have him, we'd be in so much trouble. 17 goals this season. Let's go! Kind of lost track of what year it is. I know it's January, but I can't actually remember which year we're in. I need to look. I need to know. It's 2026. Nice and boring again. We've only had 1 shot. It's a free kick to Leyton Orient. And, see, this is what I mean. Free kicks. They're just going in and keepers just don't stop them. Really irritating. Let's have a look at this from this angle. Okoro's way over, but he gets to it and just tips it into the net. And it's just happening so much. Don't mind when it happens for us, to be fair. Anyway, We're going to have to play catch up. We've not played well so far, only one shot. There's been no clear or half chances. We've conceded from a free kick from a long way out. But here they come again. It's offside, fortunately. In fact, let's play it through the middle. Let's try this. In fact, what I will do, I'm going to tinker. We're going to move Casey to centre-back, bring Paul Williams off for Godwin and play him as deep line playmaker. He'll just sit there and hopefully we can play it through the middle. This is my thinking anyway. Play it through the middle. Brazil's really tired. That's a problem. We'll keep him on for the time being. We've whizzed through to the 60th minute. We've still only had one shot. Are we going to have to revert to pumping it? Oh, great tackle we're seeing. Casey clears, but we can't find hole. And they come again. Crossed in. And that's over the bar. I don't want to pump it. I really don't. I'm actually going to bring on a third striker though. Averson's going to play there, but as a shadow striker. So he'll just push up. Oh, here we go. We're playing it around. I don't know if this is going to be a highlight. Brazil knocks it long. Ball can't get on the end of that. This has been a disappointing display from us. Their goalkeeper's wearing the Norwich kit. That's knocked long. Headed away by Matthew Averson. But here they come again. No, I swear, every single header, defensive header, goes to the opposition. Oh no, blocked. Good charge down by Godwin. There's still been 0 chances in this game. We've certainly created something that just sucks the life out of a match. It's not the Regen Rovers way, I know, but we can't play the Regen Rovers way this season. It's just not worked. One more sub to make. Perry Miles is going to come on for a Wusu. And tempted to do something a bit different. Mazzala, go for that. Perry Miles is a attacking central midfielder. Just get that the midfield up the pitch a bit. We're going to go attacking. We have to. We'll turn that off. Counter press. Distribute quickly. Get the ball up the pitch, lads. Well, that's it. I'm going route one. We've had one shot. It's just ridiculous. Smash it up the pitch. Okay, we've got 5 minutes to save this game. So boring. So bloody boring. I don't know if I can do this. I just don't know if I can put myself through this. Even if it means, yes, we'll stay up probably playing this style of play. It's a very similar game to the Blackpool game. We were just slightly better. But we've had one shot. We've actually had a decent amount of possession. It's just been nothing. They've had 19 shots. They've been clearly the better team. Away from home is a right old stroll to know what we need to do. On another day that would have been a boring 0-0, but unfortunately a free kick flies past Okoro, even though he gets a 7.2. So it's not a mistake. It looks, if that was real life, you'd say keeper's got a strong hand to it. Should be keeping that out. It's the graphical representation, isn't it? Anyway, hopefully we can win the next game against Moneyfields in the Hampshire Senior Cup. Just said unlucky. 20th position. Still 8 points above the drop zone though, fortunately. Some news. Charles Vincent has left the club. He was our backup last season, of course. He's agreed to sign for York City in League 2. So he can't be that bad a goalkeeper. I assume he's going to be their backup. But of course he was in a non-contract, so he was able to leave the club on a free. So we'll end today with a quick game against Moneyfields away from home. Hampshire Senior Cup quarter final. I'm going with the old tactic, by the way. I just have to. Just has to be done. We're going 4-3-3 and we've got a front three of Paul McCann, Morgan Fox we're going to play as a poacher, and a Goo. Ray Rigg in the middle with Walker on the right. Perry Miles is going to be playing in the middle. Marcus Higgins, our captain, Max Keane, Vince Boyle, Sampson at left back, and our new goalkeeper, John Cooper, in goal. A bench of Okoro. In fact, we'll leave Okoro on the bench. Mosh Jan, who might make his first appearance for the club, came through the academy last season. Raphael Godwin, Kai Chapman, and Elliot Averson. So you're probably wondering where the hell Moneyfields are. They're a Portsmouth-based team, so it's just down the road for us, only a half an hour drive. Looking for a Morgan Fawkes masterclass. Remember, he has scored every single season for us. Last season he did score in cup competitions. I can't remember which cup competitions. Sean Walker, remember, is the only player to score every single season in the league. But this year he's only made 8 appearances. Probably that record is going to end this year, but it'd be nice if he can get a goal today in the Hampshire Senior Cup. I'm desperate for Agu and Paul McCann to score because they haven't scored yet this season either, and they've made a few more appearances. We need to be thrashing this team. We really do. Ah, they've got someone called Owusu up front. Emmanuel Owusu, a Ghanaian striker. On the right-hand side, they actually have a real-life player. On the left, someone called Paul Dixon. Our team, I mean, even our second/third string team that we're putting out today, they're so much better. They should be winning. But it's whether this old tactic will work. If it doesn't work against this team, then we definitely know there's something to do with the update. Free kick. Come on, Ray Rig. Come on, Ray. Yes, Ray Rig scores. Oh, I'm so happy for him. It's from a free kick, as he's the free kick specialist. And look at them all celebrating together. Hopefully a few hardcore fans have turned up to this match. It's a really good free kick, to be fair, as well. That's a beautiful one. Doesn't touch the keeper at all. 24 minutes in. There's not really been... We've actually only had 24% possession against this team, which is ridiculous. I know it's our Route 1 style of play that results in terrible possession, but still, that is poor. But here we go. Paul McCann gets his first goal of the season, and it's a Ray Rig corner. Interesting routine, I must say. Great finish from Paul McCann. I'm pleased for him. I know it's the Hampshire Senior Cup, but technically it does count as a competitive game because of the way I've set it up. It's not just a friendly competition. So he's got his first goal of the season, which is nice. Now we need to get a goo to score. Here's Perry Miles into Sean Walker. We've not actually played that well, but we've scored the goals. 2 from set pieces. Here's a goo round the back. A goo off the post. So unlucky. Second half chance of the game. Maybe we can score another from a corner though. Here's Ray Rig to take it. Curls it. Deep. Here's a goo. Come on, a goo. Where's he going? He's been tackled. Feeling positive though. If only we could do this in the league. Here they come. Looking for a goal back and a way back into this game. Mulrin. Sampson easily clears. And here's a goo. We don't have the usual pace of Mark Ball today, I'm afraid. But here's Paul McCann. Paul McCann 3. Lovely assist from Agoo. Nice finish from Paul McCann. I was hoping Fawkes would get on the end of that. We've not seen him at all, have we? Paul McCann scored, I think he was a cup specialist last year as well. He got quite a few goals, but a fair number of them were cup goals. That's a lovely assist and a tidy finish. This is what we wanted to see, goals. And Ray Rig has another chance, but that one is saved by the keeper. It's almost worth putting Ray Rig in the first team just to take free kicks because there's quite a few flying in now, like I've been saying. But the rest of the game would be non-existent, I think. That's the problem. Oh, I thought it was going to be an own goal there. But no, they've managed to clear their lines. But here's Sampson knocking it long. Paul McCann can't win the header, but here's Sean Walker into Paul McCann. Oh, it's beautiful seeing these old players. Here's Higgins crossing it in. Fawkes heads over the bar. Oh, I would love it if he scored. If we have a penalty, I think Paul McCann deserves a hat-trick, but I'm tempted to just let Fawkes take the penalty. I want more goals, guys. I want more goals. Been a long time since we saw loads of goals in one game. Here's Ray Rig. Corner, deep. Perry Miles. Head's just wide, unlucky. 50 minutes on the clock. They're looking for a way back in. It's a decent cross, but John Cooper saves it. Is Agoo going to score a goal this season? He scored every single season since that, well, our second season, of course. But here come Moneyfields. Dixon, nice ball through. It's 3-1. That chap's looked fairly dangerous. Emmanuel Owusu. My assistant keeps warning me about him. If they find a way back into this game, then that would be awful. Oh, it's off the post. What are we doing, guys? Don't fall asleep. Can I do concentrate? Concentrate. There we go. Perry Miles, you're not going to get sent off, are you? Not again. This ref, why are you running so slow? Hurry up and get over there, Nick Kinsley. Yellow card. Free kick in a dangerous position then. Crossed in. Headed away by Max Keane. Bloody overwhelmed the players by saying concentrate. That's not good news. Lads, this is the easiest game you guys could have. It really is. You should not be struggling. That's not long. Cooper comes for it. And collects. We've had 35% possession. This is the old Regen Rovers way. Hardly any possession. Smash it long. Score goals. But we've been scoring goals from set pieces, haven't we? Here's Ray Rig, though. Agoo, come on, Agoo! Agoo gets his goal. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy. Ray Rig on fire today, though. A goal and 2 assists. But yes, Agoo, yes. We love you. We love you. Agoo, do. He will score a goal or 2. With his left and his right, and he'll head them in all right. Nice finish. Been a long time since we could do that chant. We don't really have any chants for the new players. I might bring Perry Miles off because he is a bit Oh, he's on a yellow. And Chapman's going to come on for Sean Walker, who's quite tired. I think we'll allow Mushjan to make his debut. We'll bring him on for Max Keane for the last few minutes. It's a corner to Moneyfields. Crossed in, headed away. Good defending. And now Godwin. Look at him go. Godwin on the charge. He's found Paul McCann on a hat-trick, of course. Paul McCann, we've got men over. Godwin! He just needed more composure there. I want Fawkes to score now. We haven't seen Fawkes do anything in this game. 78 minutes. Maybe this is the opportunity. Agu back to Samson. Crosses it. Paul McCann hat-trick. I'm pleased for him. Paul McCann, he's kind of a bit of an unsung hero of the series, I think. 5-1. Lovely cross from Samson. Gets the assist. I was hoping Fawkes would get on the end of it, but Fawkes just stands there doing nothing. He's just a lump. Just a lump up front. He's on a 7.1 after basically about 2 touches, probably. Well, this has made me feel a bit better after a trying season. Good solid win against the lower league opposition. And Ray Rigg, Paul McCann, Agu, classic Regen Rovers names with the goals. And we're into the semi-final of the Hampshire Senior Cup, and we'll continue with this sort of team in this competition, of course. I haven't seen those sorts of ratings for a long time. So 100 people turned up for that match, but 67 away fans. Thank you guys. You outnumbered the home support. You came down to Portsmouth with us and saw a nice 5-1 win from some classic old-school Regen Rovers players. So we end today's episode in 20th place in the league. Mark Ball, joint second top goal scorer, though, he's had a good season. We're 8 points above the drop zone. Hopefully, I mean, absolutely do have a game in hand, but hopefully it will be enough to keep us above that drop zone. Next few games, we've got Cambridge United 22nd. That is a massive fixture. Bury in 8th. Crewe 1st. That's going to be a loss, isn't it? York City 7th. Scunthorpe, Oxford. Big game, Northampton. So yeah, you'll join me somewhere around here. I'm not entirely sure when. But thank you for watching today's episode. A really good win against Blackpool. A very disappointing defeat against Leyton Orient, although it was just the most boring game ever. And then, old school win against Moneyfields. Lovely stuff. Until next time, enjoy FM19. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you very soon.